I don't know what I'm doing, okay? I guess that's all there is to say. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing or what I've stumbled upon, and it was a hobby. It was a hobby, okay? I I'd always consider myself agnostic, and not even because I thought there is something out there and didn't know. It was more, I was pretty sure it was all just bullshit, but I just wanted to believe there was something more. I always grew up reading stories of the different pantheons of gods and different types of practices, and it always seemed so cool to me. I loved King Arthur and fantasy novels and Merlin and magic, and I never thought it was real. I never thought any of it, let alone like this. I I thought it was fun. I started practicing magic maybe 3 months ago. Just the classic spiritualist crap. Like crystals and sage and different plants and how they protect your house, and it was all like a game. It was like make pretend, like when kids pretend to be superheroes, because it makes everything just seem more fun than reality. And that was great. It was helping me. I don't know. I've always been pessimistic, nihilistic. And these things were nice distractions, and starting into it, doing the little spell jars and making sigils, it felt like, even if it was a placebo, it felt like I was taking control of my life in some way, and I needed that. But I don't need this. It was maybe 2 weeks ago. I bought a book. Normally, I would get something like star signs or what rocks do special things. But this time, I found one that was more interesting to me. And it was a historic manuscript of an old grimoire. It was translated from Greek or Latin or something. I just figured it would be a cool thing to read. It wasn't like all of this other stuff, this like Wicca and paganism. It was different. For one difference is the other ones, they never involved blood, but some of these ones do. Maybe that should have been a red flag, but again, I thought it was bullshit. I didn't think anything would actually happen. Well, I was thumbing through the book, and I came across one. No blood, it was just make the symbol, and a thing happens. And I thought, I'm using the rocks, I'm doing the spell stuff, I might as well try one of these. I mean, if it's no blood and pretty simple, I just draw it up and see what happens. Even though I thought it was bullshit, on some level this was worrying. Because it wasn't like the other things. It wasn't, this'll bring you good fortune, or this'll bless your day, or make someone else's day bad. Nothing like that. It was exact. It was unapologetic. Some of the spells were saying things like turn invisible or teleport, things that just aren't possible. And I guess it had me nervous because if it didn't work, then it would just be straight up confirmation. It wouldn't be something that I could lie to myself about and say, well, maybe it had some effect, it either did work or it didn't. And the one that I chose, the one that didn't need the blood, said, and I quote, "If you make the sixth pentacle, you should hear a voice, which will tell you everything you ask for, even the future." So that was the position I was in. I make this symbol, and I either hear a voice, or I don't. cut and dry, it works, or it doesn't. And I really didn't think it would, but on some level, I really hoped I would hear something. I was thinking, on the off chance, on the miracle that something happens and that I'm not just crazy and hearing voices for no reason, that the voice I'd hear would be something like an angel, or a demon, or a fae, Poseidon? I don't know, but like something somewhat human-esque. Well, I made the symbol, I prepared myself, and then I heard the voice. I actually heard it. And I was prepared for just about anything, except for what it actually said.
Please input administrator password.
I don't know what to do now. I don't know who or what the administrator is. I'm not sure what this means exactly. There's someone outside. They have been knocking on the door, and I'm sure they're gonna get in soon. By one means or another. I don't even know what's possible at this point, but I do know whoever they are, they do know. And if I don't figure something out, whatever that is, might be used against me. I am terrified of whatever the truth is. I thought I wanted to know it, and you know what? Yes, I do want to know it. I'm just terrified because I don't know if I'm ready to. But I'm gonna fucking figure that out. Hi there! My name's Edward. I'm the guy that's working on Meta Digital. It's a single-person project. All of the audio and sound effects, music and sound effects, that all came from the YouTube audio library. This is one of several projects that I'm working on and would love to be able to get out into the world sooner rather than later. But if you liked it, then please leave a like. If you want to see more, then subscribe. That is going to go a long way towards helping me to make more in the future. At the very least, the motivation, seeing that people actually enjoy and want to see more of the work I'm doing, it really does help. Aside from that, if you like the artwork, that was made by a friend of mine named Indigo. Links will be in the description if you want to get a hold of him. And again, thank you so much for listening. It means the world to me.